Hi guys, I'm SJ. This is Baby Name Monday. I am basically a mum of 3 and a huge baby name enthusiast. I've kind of made it a little job for myself because I work for a website called Channel Mum here in the UK, and when they announced the brand new UK's most popular baby name lists this week, I got to announce it live to everybody here in the UK and do lots of press and interviews about it, so it was really exciting. But what I was most interested in on the list isn't the top 10 because it doesn't change too much. We've still got Olivia. I will write the top 10 in the comment section below so you can read it because there's a couple of interesting things. But I really wanted to look like outside of the top 10, the full list, and really analyse data and see which are the fastest rising baby girl names in the UK outside of the top 100. This is a bit of fun. This is all factually correct in terms of the data from the Office of National Statistics. I'm doing them in order of most popular rising. So one of the names at the end has actually risen an amazing 1,022 spots in 1 year. So you have to keep listening to know which that one is. So up 12 spots from 2016 to 2017, which is the latest data we have, is the gorgeous name Pearl. Pearl is a beautiful vintage name. It is the pet form of the name Margaret. We're sort of getting more and more vintage in the search for unique names. It's gone up 12 spots, but it's still only at number 221. Of course, the beautiful, funny, fab Louise Pentland, who vlogs here on YouTube, A Sprinkle of Glitter, she has just had a baby Pearl, so I'm sure it's going to get even more popular. Sorry, Louise. Go and follow her if you don't already. She's the best mummy vlogger. So yes, Pearl is up there as well. A little twin name to this one that I could not mention because it's also up 12 spots and it's right next door at number 220 is the name Primrose. This is a beautiful alternative floral name. It means first rose and it perfectly fits what I was just saying about the vintageness. A lot of these are so stunning, they're really vintagey. At 14 spots is the name Delilah. So beautiful with those L sounds, a Hebrew name, quite a quirky name. Delilah's known as being very strong, isn't she? The name actually means Queen of the Night. So it's at 14 spots. It's at number 128. So obviously if it keeps going up like this in a couple of years, it will hit the top 100. What do you think of the name Delilah? I love it. This is the name I loved and it's gone up 23 spots and it's the name Athena. So a lot of these names I think are quite very magical type of names. I think that's kind of a trend that we're seeing at the moment across everything, and Athena really fits into that more hippie, outdoorsy, beautiful mode. Athena was the goddess of wisdom and the goddess of arts. It's just a gorgeous name with Aria and all of those names, those A sounds being really popular. Amelia. Athena is a really gorgeous alternative to it. So that's up 23 spots to number 245. The next name is up 26 spots and that's the name Paisley. I love the name Paisley. I always wear lots of patterny clothes, as you know, as I always love Paisley anyway. It's now at number 147. So again, just outside of the top 100. So in a couple of years it could be up there. It's very associated with Scotland here and a kind of a Scottish Paisley pattern. But actually the name Paisley came from a Greek word originally. So it's a gorgeous one and I was surprised to see it so high up in the rankings now here in the UK. Do you know a little Paisley or have you got it on your baby name list? Pixie has gone up 53 spots last year. It means fairy. We've got obviously Pixie Lott, the celebrity, so maybe she's making this more mainstream and more kind of wearable as a name because it's so unusual, isn't it? But with names like Lexi are obviously really popular. I personally absolutely love the name Pixie. I can imagine it on a baby. I know a lot of you when we're talking about baby names like, is this going to be working when she's like 13 in the boardroom called Pixie? I always say forget about that because something like 63% of jobs our kids are going to have aren't even invented yet. So I think that people are going to have a lot more exciting jobs, a lot more exciting names, and yeah, let her be Pixie, and the rest of these are all pretty the same as that, sorry. So next up is the name Wren. So Wren has gone up 82 spots for girls last year. It's now at number 252. A wren is a songbird. So again, another really beautiful, magical, kind of fairy tale-esque name. It's so funny, isn't it? They really do follow that pattern. I was really interested in this one, so I had to look it up. It's my daughter's middle name, which is Blossom. And I was saying to you a couple of videos ago that this is hitting middle spots quite a lot from people I've met, but it's actually up 96 spots as a first name in 1 year. That is crazy. So it's at number 431 now, and obviously means to bloom or flower-like. I love it, and I think that where Lily and Poppy and all of those are so popular, Primroses, Blossoms are going to be the next crowd. I want to hang out with Primrose and Blossom. But the next one's actually more of a boy girl boy name for girls, and that's the name Stevie. Stevie's a real rock and roll baby name after Stevie Nicks. It's up 109 spots to number 695, so still way outside of the top 100, still not in the top 500 even. Obviously we know Stevie Nicks, we know that boy name as girl name was a massive trend a couple of years ago, and this seems to be one of the fastest rising within the trend. I love it. The next name is Dulce. Do you love the name Dulce? I had this in a book, like a kid's book, and I wasn't sure how to pronounce it. I was going to say Dulce, but like a bit like Dolce and Gabbana. Maybe I say that wrong as well. But Dulce is how you say it. So she could be Dolly or Doll when she's little. That really sells it to me. It means sweet one as well. And it's really fast rising. It's gone up a stonking 127 spots in 1 year, and it's now at number 442. So if it keeps going, it's just one that we're loving and we're all piling behind, and there might be a little flurry of Dulces in the playground soon. Another name I personally love, and it was the second name we were going to have if we didn't call our daughter Evelina, was the name Marlowe. We just really liked it, particularly because it's a nature name and it means from the hill by the lake, and my husband's Swedish and his parents live on the hill by the lake, so it was kind of perfect. Sienna Miller has a Marlowe. I'm pretty sure that's where I heard it, and I just really like it. It's kind of got a bit of a surname first name as well, but it's up 148 spots. It's still just outside the top 1,000 now, so it's at 1,063. But if it keeps going like that, it will be in the top 1,000 next year, and it's just a pretty one, but a much more unique one. Bronte is next. It's up 217 spots, so it is now at number 814, and it is obviously very literary name, the three Bronte sisters who wrote all those gorgeous books, so those literary themed names, and I just love Bronte. It is very romantic and vintage and stunning. I think you'd always get a lot of compliments on the name Bronte. It shares the 814 spot with a lot of names, so there were 47 babies called Bronte. There were also 47 Nancys, 47 Ronnies, so they all share. But also at number 814 is the name Juniper, and that's risen really a lot as well. That's up 272 spots. You know, if you watch all my baby name videos, that I love the name Juniper and I'm always mentioning it, so it's really good to see that it's gone up 272 spots. I hope that's because of Baby Name Monday. But it's now at number 814 as well, so getting close to that top 500, aren't they? And aren't these such pretty names? This is like one of the most gorgeous name lists ever. Winter, the baby girl name Winter, isn't it lovely? I did think about this actually as a middle name, but I have a niece called Summer, and my husband was like, we can't have Summer and Winter. This has gone up 414 places in 1 year. That is absolutely massive. It's now at number 453, so it's just within the top 500 in a year. Like, it's crazy. And the name Summer actually is getting less popular, but it's still in the top 100, so I just see Winter taking over. Actually, I should look at all these season names, shouldn't I? I'll do that for you guys and look at autumn and everything like that as well, because I think winter, I reckon it's because it's been so cold. The winter lasted forever, didn't it? But and it just sounds gorgeous and it's very lovely. And the name that was up 1,022 spots in 1 year is the baby girl name Sage. So Sage is absolutely gorgeous, and it fits into with this food trend, herb trend, and it means wise person as well. Traditionally a boy name, but sounds so pretty for girls. And we were having this discussion, weren't we, the other day about, is this a boy or a girl name here on my channel? It's still only at number 4,763. So it's still really out there and very unique. But it's an absolutely beautiful name, and going up that many places is really unusual. So those are the top 15 trending baby girl names outside of the top 100 based on the brand new Office of National Statistics data. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will definitely do the same for boys, maybe even this week as well. So don't forget to hit subscribe to follow along. Let me know what you think of that name list. I think it is beautiful. I'm so like proud of Britain embracing all these new adventurous baby names. I'm gonna say it's all because of Baby Name Mondays, you know, because we're very adventurous here on this channel. Lots of love, guys. Bye.